everyone, it's James, Fit RV, and over the years, I brought you lots and lots of videos on my own mods, but let's face it, I don't have a monopoly on good ideas. So we are here at Camp EKKO, where there are over 100 EKKOs, and one of the things Winnebago owners love to do is to take that vehicle and personalize it, to make it really their own. So we're gonna head out and look for some of these mods and see how people have taken it that last step to make the EKKO exactly what they need for their own style of adventure. Let's go. This video contains owner modifications. These mods are not approved or endorsed by Winnebago Industries, the Ford Motor Company, Mercedes-Benz, the Fit RV, or any regulatory agency. Any owner undertaking these or similar modifications assumes responsibility for ensuring that the modifications can be executed safely and in compliance with all applicable laws and regulations. I'm here with Greg Bond, and Greg, I couldn't help but notice you've got a pretty nifty light rack on top and some other lights around your rig. Those are obviously a mod you did. What was the motivation for adding those?
So our motivation was we boondock probably 99% of the time. We go to the forest a lot, and a lot of times we'll arrive at night, and we want to light up where we need to see. So it's nice to be able to have the side lights, and I can point down a side road and look down or whether I want to go down there or not.
You have to decide if you want to make the commitment.
Yeah, without pointing my EKKO down the road and have to back up. So it's nice and helpful. And then the light bar on the top, it's super bright. It'll just daylight out when it's on.
Okay.
And then I made the fairing on there to fit the light bar on top. So it's all integrated. It's all aluminum.
How do you control it?
So they're all connected to a Switch Pro that I have above the rear mirror. And Switch Pro, I can turn them on and off, and I can also have the app on my phone that I can also do it remotely. So I have lights on both sides of the rig, the front, on the bumper, and on the back, and underneath. So we have lights all over the place. So again, we like to camp out away from people and by ourselves, and out in as far away as possible, right? So I know other people I've posted when I posted the lights online, and it's like, well, you gotta be considerate of neighbors. Like, no, because we don't camp around here. There's no neighbors, so we always camp away from people. So
there you go.
But it's nice to have light tubes set up camp and things like that if we get there at night. So
yeah, and you've made it your own, and they're just mounted. It's all mounted to the rack.
It's all mounted to the rack. I had to add a crossbar across the front, and the top of that, the top of the fairing is connected to that. So any fairing you put on, you always have to have a crossbar for it to mount up there. So
fantastic! It looks great.
Oh, thanks.
Who here has modded their RV in some way? And I don't mean just put up like a paper towel holder. I mean something a little more significant. For the last couple days, I've been watching this gizmo up on Beth's roof, and it moves. It's following the sun. You got solar panels up there. Tell me a little bit about that. What possessed you to do that? First of all, what need do you have that brought you to that?
So this is a brand new startup company out of Southern California called Robotios. This is the heliotrope. These are two 200-watt panels that rotate. And what they do is they track the sun all day via GPS. They will come up in the morning with the sun. You don't need to do it. It's all done through the Robotios. It will track the sun all day, and then at night, as soon as the sun goes down, it will go back down into its bed, into sleep mode. The additional power that's generated from this product is just amazing. It's tracking the sun all day versus a flat roof mount is night and day difference on the power that it generates into our batteries. And we have an app on the phone that'll show us in real time exactly what we're getting. And then at the end of the day, we can see the history and the trends of what the product has produced during the day. We are keeping up with our usage from this product during the day.
Okay, so what need did you have that caused you to, are you exclusively boondocking? Do you spend any time plugged in? I mean,
need was I run ice makers, an ice maker, I run freezers.
Wait, you have an ice maker?
Yes.
You've had an ice maker this whole rally, and I'm just now finding out about
the entire rally. We have an ice maker, and we love ice. So we run a lot of things, and we didn't want to run our generator. We just don't. It's the way of the future.
Cool. Okay, I'm here with Mark, and he's got what must be the coolest way I've seen to get something onto the roof of an RV. Mark, you built this crane?
Yeah, a couple prototypes. I finally got one that I can live with, and it really wasn't that expensive to do because we have a massive paddleboard, 2-person paddleboard. We tried to
like
get
a
it
football field size
yeah,
paddleboard?
aircraft carrier
Okay.
size. And trying to push it up the ladder is
That's arguments.
not good for your marriage
yeah.
and not good for your safety.
When we had a Travato, we had kayak racks that we wound up never using because of the difficulty getting something up to a roof that's 10 feet in the air, right?
Exactly.
So this seems like by far the easier way to do it. Let's run it up.
This is my fishing gear, which also I don't have room for. I travel with 2 bikes in the back, so I don't have any room for water sports.
So you went up.
Go up.
How much weight can that thing hold?
I try not to put more than 100-some pounds in the basket. The basket is suspended between the roof rack, so there's no weight on the roof of the basket.
So it's all just on the roof rack.
Yeah, and there's a wire mesh basket in the roof rack itself. Once I get it up there, we just swing it over the basket and then lower it in.
You want a demo?
Sure.
All right, let's do it. She's got the remote.
So you don't have much further to go up there. It just swings over and around. Then I grab it. This one you don't really, on the paddleboard you kind of have to drop it in, but if you let it out, then we just drop it in.
Okay.
In there. And then this all comes off. This piece goes in the box. This piece just stores on my roof rack with some straps on it.
So that was the obvious next question, is you don't drive with that thing deployed.
No, it's flat like that.
Awesome. All right, you've also done clearly quite a bit of modification on the inside. This looks nothing like our EKKO at all. And the one you've done in the back that I am particularly impressed with is you've got runners, we'll call them, along the sides of the walls, on the sides of the beds and up across the top. Tell us about those.
I call them side rails. Then I put both below the window and above the window, but I routed out. You can't tell from looking at
That's
it.
the genius part.
On the back side, there's only a few places where I secure it to the wall where it's not routed out. Otherwise, I put a piece of 1/2-inch cyberfoam insulation in there. And I thought 1/2 inch, is that really going to make a difference?
It's way enough.
It did.
Yeah.
I mean, I was using those rubber mats because I ski all winter. I was using those rubber locked together mats, which didn't look too pretty, but it kept the cold, especially on this side, on the driver's side where the awning brace is, even if you don't have the awning.
Yeah.
So that makes a huge difference.
And you just routed that out by hand, or?
Yeah, I'm not the master woodworker because all this is done really nicely. I was the helper guy. I did a lot of sanding and a lot of varnishing, but not a lot of the cutting.
There's more than one way to get a mod done.
I did build my wine rack. I collect Western stuff. I used to be a cowboy back in my days. And the galley, like so many people have done, I did the galley remodel, the new countertop, and I added some lights underneath. I have lights under all the cabinets, and I have freshwater faucet on the right-hand side with a tank that's down in the storage compartment. And on the left-hand side, I have another USB-powered faucet, which is connected to a bottle of whatever your cocktail du jour is. This weekend at the rally, it was Screwball peanut butter whiskey. But
nice.
Next weekend it'll be
you have
margaritas.
You have a liquor dispenser.
Yes, basically.
All right, so I'm here with Jason. He's got a bunch of cool mods on the inside, so let's go on in and check them out.
Let's take a look.
Holy sink!
Yes, the sink. So
the EKKO came with a sink, obviously, but you decided you wanted a bit more.
A little bit more. So we went on a hunt and found the biggest possible sink you could fit here. So this is I think this is 19 by 20 by 10 inches deep.
10 inches deep.
So it is a full-on small apartment sink.
Wow. And that's, you swap sides too, right?
We did swap sides with it, and we were able to take and put an induction stove on this side. You'll see the cutting board gives us plenty of room when we're cook prepping here.
Right.
And it's fantastic. But there is a bonus.
Okay.
There's a bonus. There's a storage bonus here because we are also coffee snobs.
I noticed that when we were coming in.
Yes. This is the mobile espresso rig, and it fits perfectly in said sink while traveling. No rattles or minimum rattles out there because coffee.
Yeah. Well, and you've got it just here when you're camped. You've got it. You just keep it out here deployed on this, and that's the table mat that came standard with the EKKO.
This is standard.
Okay. So you just keep it here. That's your coffee bar.
Yep.
And then when it's time to roll, you just drop it in the sink.
Drop it in the sink and go.
All right, and you've got some more stuff in the back that I'm seeing blinking LEDs. What do you got back there?
Let's head back here a little bit. So, of course, my cabinet up here is now turned into a server cabinet. So up here we have the Starlink, and we also have the T-Mobile 5G. So that is a combination of those two. And we were able to go ahead and get those both mounted on the roof and use the existing cable box up there.
Nice.
And feed that through here.
And so you're working on the road then.
I work on the road. Whenever we get out and travel, I have the opportunity to do that. So I will work at the table back there, all buckled in. And
while driving?
Well, yeah, while driving.
What always bugs me about that is the screen doing this while you're driving.
The typing, the typing, and especially when the clicking. You get over something, you're like, should I approve? Oh my gosh, I approved it. No, I approved it 6 times. Yeah, so you have to be careful when you get into those particular emails.
Bumpy roads are
bumpy roads. Yeah, don't put anybody in the to field until you're ready to send. I'm just gonna say. That's how that works.
All right, so you've got a Peplink router. I'm assuming you've got a 5G antenna on the roof.
We do.
And Starlink cable, I'm noticing as well, as the power box, and you've got all that in. Yeah,
it's all
a server closet is what I would call that.
It is a server closet now, and I've got the little bags, of course, properly labeled. We also have the Mopika Wi-Fi gateway here, which is for monitoring the propane when we're away.
Okay.
And then this is the Blink gateway for monitoring all of the security cameras, which we have mounted on the outside, which also allows us to do that. Plus one inside here that we can turn on when we leave our dog here and we go out for a little bit. We can check on him. Nice.
So working from the road, constant connectivity, and most importantly, coffee.
Coffee.
All possible with mods.
Right, yeah, because life's about drinking coffee and doing cool stuff.
There you go. I'm here with Pam, and Pam has got a rather aggressive looking EKKO here. Now, the EKKO already comes in both the Sprinter and the Transit as all-wheel drive, but clearly you felt like you needed to do a little something more. What was it specific? What did you want to do with the rig that led you to make some suspension and bumper mods?
We had grand ideas that at some point in time we would be taking our EKKO off-road, driving through like the Arizona areas and some of the New Mexico, Utah areas that we had been through before. Mm-hmm. And so we thought just beefing it up a little bit would give us confidence, maybe false confidence, because I know when we do things, then we need to learn how
There's some skill involved,
Yes, how to use them and everything. And we've done some of that. We love the lights because they look really cool, and these worked really well. This was certainly a really good investment. The tires gave us, and the lift that we have on there has given us some height, and we've been able to actually really use that to our advantage, going over some bumps and hills. Skid plates too.
Skid plate. You've got a winch. I gotta ask, have you had to use the winch?
Nope, haven't had to use the winch, but we have it in case we do. I've had it pulled out and pulled back in. But we thought a lot about it because it's an investment.
Oh yeah.
And so we're happy with it. We've used it, the amount that we've used it so far, and our lives have changed a little bit here. So now we have more time and we can be out longer on the road and choose where we can go, and don't have a time frame to have to get back. So we're happy with that. So we'll see.
As long as you're happy, that's all that matters. So I'm here with John, and one of the things people like to do is personalize sometimes the exterior of their EKKO, and a number of folks here have done that with wraps. Now, I really, really like this one. So, John, what can you tell me about this wrap? Because when I see this, I think of old Roadrunner cartoons.
Right.
Well, we're from Arizona, so we figured cactuses and, agaves, cactuses,
And this
moon,
is your own design or
stars.
someone else's?
I designed it, and I worked with Cactus Wraps in Scottsdale, Arizona, and worked with their graphic artist, and told her I wanted to see and what I'd like, and she did a few versions, and I picked this one.
How long was the install?
It took them, they had it for 4 days,
Wow.
and
How's it holding up?
really good.
Really? Is it easy to clean or?
Yeah, I haven't even cleaned it yet.
Really? Wow.
Yep.
I really love the wrap, but you've got something else on the back bumper that's just super cool, and you get like bonus points for double use of a mod. So let's head back there and check it out.
Okay. So I did some 4x6 inch aluminum or steel angle iron, and went back into the frame and supported it real good.
So I
And-
can climb on this.
Yep. Oh yeah. It's 4x6 box tubing, 1/4 inch thick wall,
Wow.
and I built it's an air tank also.
That's the bonus points. That's like double use of
So,
space.
Over
so I see your
here's
connections.
airline coming in, and my air chuck for putting my air hose on, and just for future.
Okay.
And I've also got other lines underneath for an air locker if I decide to go with an ARB air locker. And
You're thinking ahead.
yeah. I'm
And did you
sitting-
you did the welding?
Yep. I built the whole thing.
What part of Arizona? How far are you from where we live?
I'm in Prescott. I'm in northern Arizona.
Oh, so you're not all that. Okay, cut.
So, yeah.
Well, you won't miss you heading down the road. This is striking. I really like it. You've done a good job.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I have barely scratched the surface with the number of mods on display here at Camp EKKO, including one really cool sofa mod that I may just have to copy. More on that later. Anyway, these are all just great examples of how people take an already capable rig like the EKKO and personalize it and take it that last little bit to make it completely their own. Anyway, there will be a post over on the Fit RV. We'll put a link in the comments down below, or put a link in the description down below. If you have questions, want to leave comments, etc., go ahead and hop over and we'll try to help you out if you have any questions. Anyway, that'll do it for now. Back to the fun at Camp EKKO. See you later. Bye.